want something?
Welcome to game 2 of the series. This game is going to be, again, Lovenest versus Looney. Looney got beat pretty badly, I guess, during game 1. Lovenest took the game with 380 victory points. Now the factions are switched. Lovenest as Soviets in the north against Looney's Ostheer in the south. Lovenest with guard motor, shock rifle, and guard rifle combined arms, which he seems to like. Fielding in his loadout. I don't think he picks it that frequently, but we've seen it occasionally. And Looney playing with elite troops, Jaeger armor, and lightning war. So, pretty standard loadouts. Elite troops seems to get fielded by Ostheer a lot, but it usually loses, as far as I can tell. Seems to be a very difficult commander to pull off. I think that the Tiger Ace has won one game in all of Star-Crossed Kings, Lovenest vs Vindicator X. So, curious to see if Looney can make that work here on Crossing in the Woods. Oh, my face. Oops. Sorry. Wrong overlay. And Bios are making their way over here left to take control of the fuel point. These two Grenadiers moving to support. Lovenest is going to spread out quite wide here at the beginning. Conscripts taking control of the right side fuel. These conscripts taking control of the munitions.
It's ready to use.
The Maschinengewehr team is awaiting orders.
Grenadiers making their way center. Will encounter barbed wire right here.
Ready.
Bios taking control of the left side victory point. Lovenest splitting himself quite evenly between left, center, and right.
Yes. Pioneer squad suffering losses.
Combat engineers taking control of the strategic point, and a flanking conscript squad will move to take control of this area, throwing up sandbags here as well. Looney will need to move his MG pretty far left to counter that.
Sweeping for mines.
There's currently 3 squads in this general area on the right side. Minesweeper upgraded on this bio quite early. Quite early. Conscripts will complete their sandbag position and be able to engage against these Grens, which walk into the capture circle to try and engage against them. Don't like that prospect. Leave back into the green cover position over here. Machine gun is being flanked by combat engineers, and they will be able to kill it slowly. Over here, Grenadiers jump into the building. They've already taken a lot of damage before the engagement has even really begun against those conscripts at medium range. Second squad also jumping into the building. Should help Looney's damage output slightly. I think there's 1 north-facing window and 4 west-facing windows, so 5 windows engaging to possible. In total, combat engineers will force the retreat from that machine gun. And Grenadiers will probably not be able to win this engagement at this range against this many squads, so they're also going to be forced to retreat. This wounded Grenadier squad is pushed out of this engagement by massed conscripts, and this squad is not likely to win the engagement alone at this range. Lovenest will simply sit and cover. Grenadiers charge into close range. I don't know what that was. Takes a ton of damage on the approach and is forced to retreat right there. MG42 moves to fire against the conscripts right here. And a mortar is on the field. Hopefully Looney will be able to utilize this mortar to punish Lovenest's tendency to camp conscript squads in sandbag positions. There's that retreat. Hopefully that'll help him get some territory back. He's probably going to want to go hard left to try and stall and take control of the rest of this game. He's already behind by about 100 victory points, only 5 minutes in.
We have secured the sector. Grenadiers, ready?
Grenadiers set up here in green cover. There's the first mine. Looney gets a little lucky on that one. Only one Grenadier killed. Minesweeper Pios run away from the right side when they encounter this squad of conscripts. Hopefully they'll move to support on the left, try and minimize any further bleed on mines. Grenadiers in green cover at this range should easily win against that conscript squad. I don't even think all 5 of them are firing. That guy's not even shooting, so that should definitely be a win for those Grens. Although they are a little wounded, and actually they're also outnumbered, so never mind. Probably lose that slowly over time. Grenadier squad taking control of this fuel point. This mortar is working on this conscript squad. Nice hit right there. 2 hits like that could wipe a squad. But these Grenadiers are going to be forced to retreat. There they go. This squad of Grenadiers forced from their green cover position by that conscript squad. MG42 will suppress them though. They might get unsuppressed at this range in their green cover. Yeah, they're going to be okay. Now, and here comes a flanking squad to try and force the retreat from that machine gun. Over here on the left side, Pios and Grenadiers are trying to get control of the fuel back. But with the Minesweeper upgrade, only 3 of those Pios are going to be firing. That squad of Grens had no choice but to retreat, and it looks like this engagement might go to those conscripts as well. Maybe. And mortar didn't really help either side. And the Pios take the engagement. They also take 2 mortar hits on their heads for minor damage. We'll be able to get back control of the left side fuel point, snip a little bit of wire. Mortar is going to be forced to retreat by that flanking conscript squad, which also forced to retreat from the machine gun right here, and Looney has yet to get control of a fuel point for any significant amount of time this game. Continually cut off by mounting pressure from Luvnest, who has had huge fuel and munitions control this game and has already made it to tier 3. Probably going to go T-70 or T-34 either way and put even further pressure on Looney from there. Could prove very difficult for Looney to survive from this point forward. He has gone battle phase 1. He needs to throw up his tier 2 structure pretty soon. And he has lost faction selection for game 3 should it occur. 380 victory points. Long gone. More mines going down here on Luvnest's half of the river.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Grenadiers engaging against flamethrower squad over here. May want to kite them into the red cover a little bit. Engaging them in yellow cover like this. It's a mistake. Although he does manage to suppress them from range with the MG42, so nicely played right there. Mortar is bombarding conscripts in this green cover position. May be able to force them out eventually. First LMG has been upgraded on that squad. Grenadiers hit the mine over here on the left, and we'll need to retreat. They're in red cover, about to take a full volley from those cons. We'll retreat just in time. MG42 sets up on the wrong half of the river with no support, and the T-70 rolls right up and will wipe that without even trying. I think. Okay, now it has to try a little bit. And Luvnest just briefly activated recon mode, so it stopped shooting. And the machine gun gets away! Well, that was a weird decision. Activated recon mode in the middle of trying to chase down that machine gun. He must have been trying to reinforce something, or I don't know. I don't know what key recon mode is actually with grid keys, and I don't know if he uses... I have no idea why he activated recon mode right there. So Looney gets a bit of a lucky break.
Grenadiers ready.
Pios throwing up tier 2 right here, and these 4 squads are going to head right.
Pioneers awaiting orders.
We have 300
Combat
points
Engineer is
remaining.
going to heal up the T-70 slightly. Conscripts look like they probably won't be able to hold this line. Although these mines are bleeding Looney really badly, and although he has a minesweeper, he never seems to send it to support his troops, and he bleeds a ton of manpower as a result of that. T-70 bleeding that Grenadier squad. There's the retreat. mortar bombarding those conscripts, and they will also be forced to retreat. Flamethrower moving to take control of the munitions right there. Guards setting up in green cover outside the base. The squad of conscripts moving to grab that strategic point as well. Their T-70 circling around, firing at these grenadiers from range, continuing to kite Looney to death and bleed his manpower. Finally, an anti-tank gun has made its way onto the field. Looney has not chosen a commander yet, but Luvnest felt sufficiently comfortable to go with guard rifle combined arms tactics, which is going to give him a questionably powerful late game. But if he can just keep up the pressure and keep the triple cap going, he should be able to take this game 500-0. Still has triple cap going and shows no signs of being able to losing that. But Luvnest will definitely want to win before Tigris hits the field with this commander selection. Combat engineers moving to take control of the victory or strategic point over here on the right side. PPSH is upgraded on these conscripts, moving to get the dirt over here on the right. MG42 will get recovered here by these conscripts.
Our HQ is under attack.
And that'll be, I think, the first wipe that Looney has sustained. That machine gun getting stolen. So his unit preservation up until this point hasn't been terrible, but he's bled a lot of manpower and his general movements have just been not good enough to maintain map control. Luvnest has pretty much the entire map under his control, setting up a very aggressive containment on Looney here. And it doesn't seem like Looney is going to be able to break it. And there it is. Playback over. Looney will surrender. Well played, Luvnest, who takes the series 2-0.